I'm doing this video hoping that some young one please take over for me. Please, because I'm getting off of here and I'm starting a book. I keep telling you all, I'm writing a book about the black sector of YouTube, about the words we use, about how we killing one another's minds, how we got hate on top of hate. It's verbal and mental genocide. Please, please, somebody take over, because I'm not remedial. I'm not remedial. Not at all. Now, I showed y'all this book, Nigga, written by Dick Gregory. I think once you read the book, you're not going to be proud to go around and say, I'm the only one that can use the word nigga. I showed you all last time. The Adventures of an African Slave. I showed you all. Not only did I study the Torah, but all the Jewish Gospels. So when I said the Kabbalah, and I just can't find it right now, I have the Kabbalah. When you see all those in the industry wearing them red little strings around their wrists, that's because they study in the Kabbalah. It is not a religion. It is looked at as a demonic side of religion in Judaism. I done showed you all where we are the original Jews. I showed you all how we failed. This woman right here, who's in exile over in Cuba with $1 million bond on her head. $1 million bond for working with the Black Panthers. I showed you all that there were free men. Free men. Showed you the book. Told you you can't get it from a library. I showed you Shirley Chisholm and Adam Clayton Powell, and how Shirley Chisholm was the first woman, black woman, to run for president. And she almost won. I showed you everything that the slaves signed to become indentured servants. I showed you that when emancipation came back and it ended, that Amistad was one of the people on those boats, and they were sent back to Sierra Leone, land of the free. So when I say we're here by default, we're here by default, because your ancestors did not want to go back to a country they did not know. They got here, their language was taken from them. This is a lot of books, isn't it? This is only half. You know I read, my son. You know I read. And I'm not going to sit up and tell you something that I don't know about or I haven't read about. See, I told you I got sons that come over here. Sons. Very well spoken. Very well knowledgeable of who they are. Told you. Still living on my feet. We ain't free. We're not free. Read the Jewish Gospels. Read it. And then read what the Kabbalah stands for. Don't you ever put anything about the Kabbalah on me, because I'm going to exit out by my ancestors. See, by these people right here. You know how they told you Christmas addicts? You don't hear, like I told you, you don't hear a lot about him. Because, see, he was a free Negro that helped the Americans fight the British. And he was the first one killed. Oh, but you know all about Paul Revere. You know all about Paul Revere. The British are coming, the British are coming. He didn't lose his life, but they don't teach you it was a black man that lost his life. They don't teach you that Bishop Banneker was a surveyor. Again, he was a surveyor. He laid out all of the street plans in D.C. to confuse the British when they came to war with America, which is how America won the war. And I don't believe they won the war, because after the war, America was given an option by the British. Do you want to be ruled by kings and queens, or do you want to have a democratic society? And America decided on a democratic society. Anytime America goes to war, they meet with the British first. That's the first ones they meet with. So I don't believe that America won the war. Britain still rules us. But this stuff they don't teach you in school. This is stuff that y'all ain't interested in. This is stuff that somebody can tell you something and it go in one ear and out the other. See, these are the ones that was in the Boule. Dr. Martin Luther King was in the Boule. Please, you young ones, because I'm getting off of here. Somebody take up where I left off. Please. They have bookstores. A Raisin in the Sun. A book everybody should have. This was a lesbian, Lorraine Hansberry. During the Renaissance era, when they all lived in Soho, and they all lived in an apartment together with James Baldwin and other black writers. And they were allowed to write and put their books out. When you speak on the Obey, read the book. Read who the Obey is. Read what the Obey stands for. The numbers of judgment. The Eye of the Goddess. Uncommon Valor, where black men fought in the Revolutionary War on the Confederate side. The ones who want to keep slavery. They fought because they were promised that if they won the war, they would be set free. So they fought against their own. They fought to keep slavery alive. Chasing America. This is a young man's story of how he was discriminated against because of the color of his skin. After he graduated college, he had all the knowledge that he needed, but because of the color of his skin. His story. Slave. Here go another Illuminati, a Boule member. I asked you before, where are we going to go from here? Are we going to remain in chaos, or are we going to become a community? It's now not up to me. I'm too old to get out here and march, and get out here and protest, and get out here and make sure that my son's world is better than the world is today. It's their job to do it. I showed you the freedom fighters were all college students that were trained to be able to sit at a counter and be spit on, to be called a nigger and tolerated, and got arrested. But you know what their parents was telling them? Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. You could get hurt or you could get killed. They understood in order for things to change, somebody got to lose their life. Somebody gonna lose their life, and I'm willing to do that, to change, to make it a better world for the generations after me. Right now, our youth have been so indoctrinated with college, with what they pushing in their head in college, that they don't even take a damn class in African history. They don't know themselves. They bought out video games to distract them, and they got nerve to have a damn video game that tells you the history. And one part of the damn video game is freeing the slaves. If I had known my son had that damn video game, I would have thrown it out the damn window. Slavery wasn't a game. And to make it into a game form, freeing the slaves. But see, we let our kids sit up. And I'm guilty of it. I let mine sit up and he play games from sun up to sundown, from the time that one eye opened up until the other one closed. He played game after game after game after game after game. But I do these videos also, so when I'm no longer here, he has reference. That he's going to be in his 30s and 40s, and he's going to want to know, who am I as a black man? Why am I looked down upon because I'm a black man? Because the first time somebody called him a nigger, I'ma cry for him. Because see, these kids in school, they don't see color. They don't see color. Which is great. Unfortunately, racism is taught. So if your parents are racist, and that's all you hear out of their mouths, then you're going to be a racist. But the day that he's called a nigger, or the day he's rejected because of the color of his skin, I am going to be alive to hold him, comfort him, and then he's going to want to know why. This is only a third